If you're a big swim team and you like to order a lot of gear, maybe you ought to check out Swim Outlet Team Division for these reasons. Swim teams receive a 10% discount on bulk orders. Swim teams or organizations get an 8% commission on referred sales. You'll also like their customization services, which is affordable and available at all times during the year for all team gear. With over 50,000 items in stock, you can get most anything you want. Swim Outlet Team Division. You need to try it out. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome to the Morning Swim Show for Friday, February 21st, 2014. I'm your host, Jeff Commings. The Baylor School just wrapped up its high school swim season last weekend with lots of performances that raised the bar for this storied program. After many years of the ladies making the headlines for this team, this time it's the guys who are the stars, breaking a national record and several Tennessee state records. And joining us in the Phoenix Monitor are the four guys who broke the 200 medley relay national record via Skype from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Guys, it's good to see you. How are you?
Good. Well, how are you?
All right, thanks. So let's introduce you first of all. From left to right on our screen is backstroker Luke Kaliszak, breaststroker Dustin Tynes, butterflyer Sam McHugh, and then freestyler Christian Selby. All right, so 127.74 in the medley relay. You guys beat what I personally thought was one of the toughest relay records out there that Bulls did a little more than a year ago. Luke, at what point was this record discussed? At what point in the season did you guys think, well, let's go after this record?
Actually, we talked about it the morning of. We realized, you know what, guys, we trained really hard, we're working really hard. You know, let's go for it. Let's just go all out. Let's put it all on line. We can do this. We got it. You know, the big team effort kind of thing. And we all decided we were going to give everything we had, and it all worked out.
Well, that's pretty interesting. So did you know kind of with the splits that there was a chance that you could even get close to it?
Yeah, we actually had looked up and we had worked it out a couple of times, but we hadn't been talking about it continuously. But we did kind of know we needed to go to do something special and to get like a national level relay. But it's pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome is kind of a tame way of saying it, I would imagine. So as I said, you broke Rolls' record by 0.6 of a second. Now, you know, all four of you obviously had a hand in this, but looking at the splits, it looked like the breaststroker, Dustin, and then Sam, the butterflyer, you guys were the keys for this. You know, Dustin, you kind of brought them back up to getting real close to Bowles, and then Sam, you were the one who brought them ahead of record pace. Dustin, the question is for you. After you swam your leg, did you feel like, you know, I just had the swim of my life?
No, sir. I didn't know until I got out of the water after my swim. I just knew that I just wanted to give Sam the best lead that I possibly can. When I got out, I was surprised by the 24.8 that I swam.
And then Sam, after your butterfly leg, as I said, you guys got ahead. If there was like a record line, you know, on the TV screen for this race, you would have been ahead of it after your leg. Did you feel like the record at that point was in your grasp?
Absolutely. It felt like the fastest 50 butterfly I had ever done.
Well, it had. Watching the video, it just looked like, you know, you guys are really on a mission. And then Kristen, when you dove in, what's going through your mind for those 20.08 seconds?
I was just thinking, go as fast as I can, bring it home for the boys. And, you know, we're just thinking about this the morning of, and you know, we just thought if they can go that fast. I looked at Luke's split. I was like 21.8. I was like, whoa, that is fast. I was like, we have a chance here, and I just wanted to go all out and bring it home to the boys.
Well, as I said, for the past 5 or 6 years, when people talk about Baylor swimming, they mention the girls. I mean, the girls have won Swimming World's team title for the past few years, and the boys have been doing very well, but just never at that level. And now you guys really are getting that attention. Luke, the question is for you. How does it feel to finally be at that level that the girls have been enjoying for the past few years?
I'll be honest, it feels pretty freaking awesome. It's kind of amazing doing this as a team because that's what it feels like. We did it all together. We worked really hard throughout the entire season, you know, being a team. We talk about all the time, like, how this is a group effort. Everything we do it together, and it feels so good to, as a group, like, raise the bar this much.
And Sam, you, like Dustin and and everybody else have been there as these girls have been, setting national records and everything like that. You've been at the state meet when they've done it. So how, every year, how has that translated to you guys getting to this point of getting better each year and then getting to this achievement you guys set?
Absolutely. The girls, our main girls graduated last year, and so we had to step up and, hold the tradition of Baylor relays going fast.
And as I said, you guys broke a lot of state records. I think the four of you, not just the national record, but 7 state records and a boys team title. Christian, at what time in the meet did you think, wow, we're just having a meet that's out of this world? Was it right after that relay, or did it kind of just really start to sink in later?
It was definitely right after that relay, after we looked up, and it was like, boom, we got it. And then next race, I believe, was past 20 IM. And when he went 146, it was like, boom, we got it again. So it was just like a continuation. Like, we feed off each other's success. And, yeah.
And Sam, like he had said, you had a great meet as well. I wanted, all of you guys were breaking state records. I want to highlight some of yours, Sam. 146 in the 200 IM, 416 in the 500. Just really absolutely great swims, very national caliber swims. Was there anything different about this season that not only got you to swim that fast, but to help you guys break that national record? Anything different in training that got you guys to this moment?
Absolutely. I think that we sort of focused, when it got closer to state, I started doing more like 500 training in the afternoons, and then like sprint training for IM and for the relay in the mornings. And we worked on underwaters a lot in the mornings with power racks and such. And our coach has these noodles, and he sets them up in the pool, and we have to kick underneath them. And so that really helped underwaters for the IM and for that relay. And so I think those helped a lot.
Dustin, as a breaststroke, give me an idea of a kind of set that your coach Dan Flack gave you that you think really helped you go 24 seconds in that relay.
We do a lot of 25s off the block, and those 25s, they translate to what your first 25 should be. So that helped me a lot because I didn't know how fast to go out. Like last year, I wouldn't know how fast to go out in 100 or even a 50. So those 25s helped me a lot. They really taught me how to swim short course breaststroke.
And Luke, Dustin, and Sam, you guys are off to college next fall. Luke, you're going to Alabama. Dustin, you're going to Ohio State. And Sam, you're staying in Tennessee, going over to Knoxville. Christian, you'll be a senior next year, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you got the responsibility of holding up this tradition for this great season you guys have. How will you help carry on the success of this season into next season?
Good question. I'm going to do my best to bring the team together. We have a very compact team this year. We're basically a family, and I'm just going to try and push that over next year. Bringing everyone together, having team events and whatnot, just so that we keep the family tradition continuing, keep going on.
All right, and Luke, Dustin, and Sam, I know it was your final high school state meet. I'm sure it was going to be filled with lots of memories, but I'm going to give you guys, each of you, the opportunity to mention a favorite memory from your time at Baylor outside of this national record in your last state meet. So Luke, let's start with you.
Oh man, that's a hard one. I guess it was my freshman year state might have been the most fun, because that's when I really saw what it was like to be a part of a team and be with the guys and do it all. And even if you're not swimming, you're with the guys on all the races. And I had never known what that was like, and it was just the most fun thing I'd ever been a part of.
All right, Dustin, how about you?
I'd have to say 100 breast my junior year, because I paid so much attention before the meet to rankings and psych sheets, and it had me feeling good in the meet. Even though I came sixth, it taught me a lot. It taught me not to even worry about the psych sheet, just do what I'm told, just trust my training. that'll be my favorite memory.
All right, Sam, what's a big moment for you that you'll remember?
I'd have to say either my 200 fly this past summer that made the junior national team, or my 3 recruiting trips.
Okay, yeah, I'd say I remember making your first national junior team is always a memory you'll never forget. Hopefully it'll escalate into the national team.
Hopefully so.
All right, so you know, Christian was talking a lot about the family connection there. You know, do all of you guys live in the dorms there at Baylor?
Everyone but Sam.
Everyone but Sam. So you know that really does help. I mean, when you guys go to college, I guess you'll kind of see that too. I mean, you're around each other all the time. You know, does that kind of equate when you guys get in the pool? You kind of know each other really well, and you kind of know how to, you know, I wouldn't say push each other's buttons, but really get them to do the best that they can. Luke, you're kind of nodding. Do you agree with that?
Oh, 100%. Like I know these guys really, really well, and I can't tell you how much that helps in a race. Like knowing these guys, knowing you can trust them, knowing what to do, like to get them pumped up for a race, and that they know what to do to get you pumped up for a race.
Well, it's a great accomplishment, as I said. It's one that I'm sure you guys will remember forever. When you're in your 40s and your 50s, you'll look back and remember that relay, and not just the swim itself, but just you 4 coming together, I'm sure. Well, before we let you guys go and get back to studying and everything, which I know you got lots of homework there. Private schools give you way too much homework, I think. We're going to submit you guys to the final 5. These are 5 questions we ask all of our guests on the show. So I'm going to ask each of you the first 4 questions, you guys individually. Luke, or actually Sam, I'm going to start with you for this first one, since you won the 200 IM. If you could change the order of strokes in the individual medley, how would you change it?
If I could, maybe I would put breaststroke first. That way I can, instead of having to work up a lead before the breaststroke, I could just get behind and then catch up to everybody. I would probably just leave it the same, because I kind of like it how it is.
Okay. Luke, what's a career or job you think you would most like to have?
I want to be a doctor. Oh, show.
Okay. Oh, show. Dustin, what's a career or job you know you would not like to have?
A doctor.
All right. Well, I guess we won't see you two competing for medical school. All right, Christian, what's a rule in the swimming rule book that you would like to change or add?
More unlimited underwaters on breaststroke.
Okay. Okay. All right, so this last question is going to be for all 5 of you. We'll go down the line, starting with you, Luke. Where do you like to go for vacation?
Definitely, I love the beach. It's my favorite place.
Okay. Dustin?
I'd like to go to Dubai.
Dubai. All right. So that's very interesting. I've never heard Dubai before. Sam, how about you? Where do you like to go for vacation?
St. Augustine, Florida, every year.
All right. Christian, we'll leave it up to you. You got the last response.
I like Europe a lot. That's probably where I would go.
Any particular country?
Not really. I like all of Western Europe.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining us today. Again, congratulations on a great record. I'm sure it's going to, well, we said Bowles' record was going to last a long time. We'll see how long you guys' will last. Maybe you're, at this moment, inspiring another high school out there to chase after it, which is great to hear. And I'm sure you guys will be monitoring it when you guys are in college next year.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, so that's going to do it for today's edition of the Morning Swim Show. We'll be back Monday with a new episode, and we look forward to seeing you then. I'm Jeff Cummings. Thanks for watching.